Hello, everyone. Welcome in software data management. First of all, I'm thank you all for joining us here today. My name is Maria. I'm of the Unicorn.Events. Today, I'm the co-host of this wonderful event together with my inspiring CEO, Anna Fedorova. And I'm very excited to pass you the microphone, Anna. Hi. Anna, you are muted.
Yes, thank you. Zoom is making me to learn new tricks. Hi, Maria. I'm so glad to be here and welcome everyone. You are at the world's largest startup pitch contest, Unicorn.Events. And we do everything to make you feel home, to make you feel welcome, and to find the great deals, because startups that are pitching today, they are startups that probably will become unicorns. That's for our judges to decide, but we all are looking forward to all those great pitches. This season, we are doing industry-focused battles, and everything you like. We had seen battles already on robotics, health tech, e-commerce, industry agnostic, and AI is one to go. But today we are here for software and services and data management startups. And please make sure that you know what startups pitch, because you will have to watch them in the future. And who knows what great deals we will discover today. We are live and broadcasting to the whole world. Please share the links within your community so everyone can see you online. The links are in our chat. Our events are happening thanks to our sponsors. We greatly appreciate our platinum sponsor, Network VC, the management company of our global system and main center of our venture activities. You can explore amazing opportunity if you want to do venture business, or if you are doing it already, consider Network VC as your partner. Please scan this QR code for the details. Thanks to our golden sponsor, Silicon Valley Syndicate Club, accredited investors, this message is for you if you want to invest into the startup that win our unicorn battles together with other VCs and business angels. Scan this QR code or go to our event page and join us to participate in great deals. And our silver sponsor today is Startup Inc. It's an investor onboarding and management platform to get an exclusive deals worldwide. So I encourage you to visit those wonderful guys. And today, I am here to announce that we will have our world finals on December 1st. Please mark this date in your calendar, because it will be world finals of all the winners of unicorn battles that we already had. Everyone is invited. If you haven't received invitation, please ask us for one. It will be a wonderful happening with extraordinary innovations, extraordinary judges, top VCs, corporate leaders. So please, please, please be there. That is really something you cannot miss. Unicorn.Events is an open competition where successful startups pitch for private investors, corporations, and venture funds. We are the world's largest startup pitch competition by the geography and the number of the events held already. We shed a light on the best startups since 2009 and do our events on a regular basis all over the world. Online, offline, you can check all them out on our YouTube channel. I encourage you to do so, because we cannot show you all the startups we have, but some startups from Unicorn pitches also are worth considering. We are proud to be leading a great community of prominent startups, top VCs, and business angels. We don't stand in the middle and just love when investors find great deals right here. And they really do, because this number that you see, 350 million, that we get from Crunchbase. And that's what our winners had made already. We haven't counted this season yet. So sign up to our LinkedIn and YouTube community to be sure you know all the startups to watch for in the future. one of our unfunded advantages. That's why we have so many wonderful startups, and because we look everywhere around our planet, because we have great partners that do unicorn pitches with us. That is an event for the state, for country or region where startup community is. And this last year, our partner community had amounted 1 million users. So we are looking in big and small ecosystems. So I encourage you to join us. If we haven't been introduced yet, please scan my QR code and find me in LinkedIn, or talk to our wonderful Mary, who is also CPO of our Unicorn.Events, and we will explore synergies, and we are looking forward to making more great events happening all over the world. So welcome once again, our event of software and services and data management, and our wonderful event manager of this event, Mary, and I am really looking forward to hear the pitches.
I'm looking forward to them too. Thank you, Anna. Now I'm very happy to greet our partners, because we are very proud of our partnership, always happy to seeing you. And today's event was supported by ITK Media, Silicon Valley in Your Pocket, Reciprocity ROI, Founder Institute, GSD Venture Studios, UKU Center of Entrepreneurship, Female Founders, Startups Magazine. Thanks for your support. If anyone wishes to join this wonderful team, please contact our team too. And now let's move to our very interesting part of the event, introduction of our official judges. And please, Anna, be so kind to introduce them to our wonderful audience.
Yeah, my pleasure, Mary. Thank you. We have different categories of judges because to every judge evaluates investment potential of the startup that will be pitching. And we try to see the startup from different angles. So we have official judges category, that's people who represent a vast community of VCs or startups. Also, we have expert board judges who represent venture funds or accelerators with the really great experience. And also we have corporations, and we have business angels. So we look at the startup, and only the best ones get to go to the Unicorn Cup finals. And that's why we have to look really good. And official judges are doing great job. We have been choosing winners that are really amazing. And that's because official judges represent not only venture fund or some entity, but also a community, as I said. And let me start with Alexander Soroka, who is managing partner at Network VC, our wonderful venture fund. And Alexander is leading our global ecosystem of startups. Hi, Alexander.
Hello, Anna. Hello, everybody. Talking about our fund, we invest usually 2-3 startups per month today. And our checks are several hundreds to 1 million as a maximum. We are geographically agnostic. Usually we invest in US, but we have investments in Latin America, in Middle East, in Europe, in Asia. And we prefer to invest in late seed and round A stages. Thank you very much. And
thank you, Alexander, for coming. And please let me introduce wonderful woman, a great friend of our Unicorn.Events, Kelly Luo from wonderful Canada. Kelly is a founding investor at Months International. Hello, Kelly.
Hello, Anna. How are you? Thank you so much, Alex, Anna, and Maria, for inviting me. It's so nice to see you all again. Hello, everyone. My name is Kelly Luo. I'm the founder and investor of Months International, based in Toronto, Canada. We're interested in B2B tech companies with AI, robotics, IoT, and advanced materials in the manufacturing, smart living, and healthcare sectors. Our average check size is up to $1 million. And good luck to all the participants. Thank you.
Thank you, Kelly. Please welcome Seljuk Ergin from Turkey. Seljuk is a managing partner at Boza Ventures. Hello, Seljuk.
Hello, Anna. Hello again, all the great investors and startups again. We are a Dutch-based venture capital company. We invest pre-seed and seed level, 50K to 500K. And we're mostly interested in software-related startups. Thank you.
Thank you, Seljuk. You are just in the right place. Lots of software startups today. And please welcome Gaurav Shah, great friend of ours from India. He's managing partner at Ariete Ventures. Hello, Gaurav.
Hi, Anna. Hi, Maria, Alex, and everyone, and all our fellow judges. This is Gaurav. I'm the managing partner here at Ariete Ventures. So happy to be here on this software services and data management battle. Look forward to listening to all wonderful participants. Thank you.
Thank you, Gaurav. And please welcome Aldo Shinoni from wonderful country of Peru. Aldo is founder and CEO of Palgo Peru. Aldo is always happy to see you.
Nice to see you all. Thank you very much, Anna. As you mentioned, I'm based here in Peru and always looking for startups, local startups, but always participating in this event. We are looking forward for a startup in initial stage or early stage or seed. But we always look for any agnostic industry. Thank you very much. My last name is Schenoni. It's Italian, but that's okay.
Schenoni, wow. Okay, we'll know that. Thank you, Aldo, for telling me that. Please welcome Walid Al-Bashir from United Arab Emirates. Walid, managing partner at Intuitio Ventures. Walid, did I get your last name right?
Yes, you got it correct. Hi, everybody. This is Walid Al-Bashir. I'm based in Dubai. I'm the managing partner of Intuitio Ventures. I'm also the co-director of Founder Institute in the GCC here. And we're looking forward to support the startups within the technology sector. And I wish everybody here today good luck. Everybody is a winner since you reached here.
Absolutely, you're right. We have scanned so many applications you would not believe, and those guys are really worth being here. Mary, back to you. Who is our expert board today?
Thank you, official judges, for joining this event. Now I'm happy to invite to the microphone our expert board members. These are people who contributed their time to make this event happen too, and who will define the winner. As Walid told it, everyone is a winner today, but we have to know it with our voting system too. So please, members of expert board, raise your hands, introduce yourself, your fund, your check size, geography of investment, whatever you want, and you can share the information in our chat too. Please feel free, raise your hands. Hi, Alexandra.
We'll start. Thank you for inviting. I'm the partner at Startup Wise Case. It's a B2B privately backed accelerator. We are currently raising our second fund and investing in pre-seed stage startups, basically from 100K to 400. We are global with a strong focus on emerging markets and CE, but also with a footprint in Denmark, Spain, Italy, and Africa. Curious to learn about startups today. Thanks.
Alexandra, thank you for your support. Welcome to the family. And please, Gary, hello.
Yeah, great to be here. I feel like it's family hour. So many familiar faces. It's great. So my name is Gary Fowler, a serial entrepreneur and investor. I've been involved in 17 startups and several unicorns. I was on the original management team at Click Software, sold to Salesforce for $1.35 billion, and also just sold a company that I co-founded with Dr. David Yang from Abby. Our company was called Eva. I am the CEO, president, and founder of GSD Get Shit Done Venture Studios. We're a premier AI and quantum venture studio located in the heart of Silicon Valley. We believe that intellectual capacity is evenly spread around the world and opportunities are not. We have 121 portfolio companies from 52 countries today. Thank you.
Thank you, Gary, for your eternal support. And now it's Jim. Hello, Jim.
Hey, everyone. Great to be with you guys as usual. Very excited. I got a couple of quick announcements today. I just moved from my prior position in Orlando and moved to the Space Coast of Florida just in time for the hurricane. So it was great, fantastic timing. But I'm just about 10, 15 minutes south of Kennedy Space Center. To the north is Blue Origin, Kennedy's Visitor Center, and also the new SpaceX factory. So it's great to be in the heart of the space community. I also like to announce that I've left my venture firm for 3 new opportunities, and I'll be talking about more details that in the coming weeks. But the first one is technology, funding technologies around the space industry. The second one is London-based, and it is funding opportunities around Web3 and metaverse opportunities. And the last one is actually it's a venture studio based here in Florida and also in South America, where we really help innovators and inventors bring technology to market. Because what we've always seen is, the skill set to bring business to the market is very different than the big brains that come up with amazing IP. And I see too many innovators get bogged down in the process of bringing stuff to the market. And so this new opportunity is it involves management and also funding to really lift up those folks who don't want to deal as much with the business side. So as always, great to be with you guys.
Thank you, Jim. Thanks for what you do, and take care in this time.
Thank you.
Okay. Other judges, please. We're curious to know about you. Please raise your hands too.
Maria, Jordan raised the hand.
I can see Jordan. Hi, Jordan.
Good morning. Jim, I got 3 words for you. California, no hurricanes, no rain. Come back, Jim.
There's a house down the street. You could be my neighbor. We'll hang out. We'll watch rocket launches. No, is that not happening?
In the rain and the wind? Are you out of your mind?
It's sunny all the other time, though.
Listen, the earthquakes are 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 20 seconds. The hurricanes, 4 days, 5 days, 6 days. Anyhow, I'm trying to recruit Jim back to California because he's such a good guy.
One of these days, Jordan.
Sooner, if you're not in California, come to California. It's the land of opportunity. It's where Gary Fowler is where Alexander is. And Aldo, we're going to bring you over. Thank you all for being here. This is Jordan Wabi with Silicon Valley Venture Group. I'm also a friend and partner to Gary. I miss Gary so much. I'm going to have to see him in 2 hours. And also Alexander, which I'll see later on tomorrow. We invest in early stage companies, pre-series A, 30 to 300K. And we also have connections to family offices in the Middle East, Europe, Canada, and the good old USA. Our motto is to improve the human condition. So if you're doing anything that makes humanity a better place, we are in. Definitely we'll talk to you. If you're doing a twerking app or a social app, we'll leave that to smarter people. You guys, if you're pitching, do a great job today. This is not just another pitch. Each one of them counts. So make it work. And I'm going to be rooting for you. And I hope you all do wonderful. Anna and Maria, it's good to see you always.
Same from our side. Thank you, Jordan, for coming, for your kind words. And now let's move to our voting system. Every participant of this event is able to play a great role in destiny of startups. We have 4 categories of votes, and every category of votes will be counted separately. The ultimate winner will be the one. To vote, please make sure that you are on the event page. You are logged in under your email and see the numbers beneath each startups, where from 1 till 5. Where 1 is the lowest mark, 5 is the highest mark. We estimate investment potential of startups. Or if you need any help, please go to our chat, and our wonderful support team who are with us today will help you. And now let's move to the most wanted part of the event, pitches of 11 wonderful startups. I guess today will be 10, because the first startup, Morphic, because of issues, won't be with us today. So we will start with startup Moxley, startup from the United States. And Darhan, please, stage is yours and start today.
Sorry, you said Moxley?
Yes.
Oh, because I thought we were second. Okay, sorry.
I'm here now too. I think we were first, if it matters.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't get your reply. So sorry, Derhan. We will start from the first startup, Morphic, from the USA too. And Alex, yeah? Am I right?
Weston, actually.
Oh, okay. Sorry. So please demonstrate your screen and start the speeching session. Good luck to you.
Sure. And we're just testing that it works, right? Hello?
Yeah, please share your screen with us because we can see. Yes, and make full screen mode and please start. You will have 3 minutes. Oh, I would like to remind everyone that each startup will have 3 minutes for pitching and 3 minutes for question and answer session. We do not recommend to pronounce out loud any numbers you are raising. You can use our chat for this. And please, good luck. And everyone enjoy this pitching session.
Okay. Can everyone see the screen?
Yes, please make full screen.
Okay, I did actually. Is it not showing up that way for you?
I guess it's okay. It's visible enough.
Okay. So I'm Weston, founder of Morphic. We're a creative agency as a service. So basically, we are democratizing access for companies to get top quality business websites and marketing materials and the creative guidance that they would seek from working with a top creative agency. So the big problem here is top quality websites and marketing materials are typically not accessible to most companies. So 92% can't afford a creative agency. 90% of companies seek that top expert guidance. And then there's also the issue of these very long project timelines that aren't feasible or ideal. And also a lot of times aren't necessary when you aren't necessarily reinventing the wheel. So the existing solutions right now are very fragmented. And there's this huge gap in between the website builder solution, which doesn't offer any guidance. It's essentially templates where you have to do it yourself, figure it out, be the designer, or incur additional costs by hiring a designer to use one of those products. On the other side are the very expensive agencies, which most companies would like to work with, but can't afford, don't have that amount of time to spend also. So our solution is an automated creative agency. So it's a no-code SaaS platform where we've automated and productized the design solutions and creative guidance that we've found success with 150 to 200 clients in the past. So it's a product that has a lot of automated solutions. It's data informed, and we're adding AI to it as well, so that you essentially never need a designer or a creative agency again. You can go right into Morphic and it will take your specific needs and keywords, and it can actually design for you. So it's built for non-designers and non-engineers. It's way faster. It has better SEO scores even than agency created websites. And it's kind of a limitless tool. So another big difference for us is we think of this as a brand management system. So it's not just a website builder. It also creates marketing materials. It has a brand style guide system at a global level so that it keeps all materials and websites on brand. And then there's a content system that also can help organize content in a much more efficient way. Our team, it's myself and a couple other super talented people I went to college with at Cornell that I've kind of convinced to join us. We've actually designed a lot of SaaS platforms in the past and websites and brands as well. So we think of Morphic as similar to some other products that have replaced incumbents, although all of these Squarespace, Webflow, Canva don't provide guidance or tailored solutions. And that's what we think is really different about ours, is it builds the intelligence into the product so that you don't need that expert to augment it. So that's kind of the gap that we've identified in the market, where we can build something that's high quality, but also low budget for money and time. It's a huge market nationally and internationally. I'll keep going through here because I know time is short. How it works, we've basically found ways to automate parts of the process that don't need to be manual and typically take a lot of time. We're adding data sets to inform the product so that it can become essentially the most powerful agency in the world, providing solutions that are actually proven. We're going to be implementing machine learning to also improve the product, learning from behavior. So we have a subscription model, which essentially is much more cost effective than a typical creative agency. And once you hire a designer with those other no-code tools, our pricing actually comes out to be very similar to Squarespace and a designer, or Webflow and a designer.
Weston, you have half a minute, please.
Okay.
Finish.
Yep, we have we've bootstrapped to 18K MRR, completely funded product development with paying customers, and we're starting to build out partnerships with a lot of accelerators and venture capital groups that have large portfolios of our target customers. This is just showing difference of our competition. Essentially, no one else uses the automation or expertise built into the platform. We are next implementing a more advanced AI onboarding and bot, and then these kind of data collections and content systems, and then machine learning. So, yep. I won't mention the numbers here, but yeah, looking to raise to kind of continue building and hopefully scale up quite a bit.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. That was Weston from Startup Morphic. And we have now 3 questions. First question from Kelly.
Hi, Weston, nice presentation. So we invested several similar companies, and one of the issues is that there will always be a feature gap between what you have and what your customers want. So how do you deal with these gaps?
Yeah, so we have our own roadmap, which we've built out based on working with almost 200 companies in the past. So we have a really good sense for what works and what doesn't, also with those other products, the other no-code products. And then the customers that we do have now help inform what our roadmap is also. So we can kind of learn as we go, getting valuable feedback from real paying customers. So far, we've had really, really good feedback. All of our customers use the product themselves. They don't ask for us to help with them. And so far, we've been pretty good at kind of managing that kind of gap.
Thank you, Weston. All the best.
Thank you.
Thank you. We have a question from Miguel.
Hi, I would like to talk with you in more detail when you have time. Contact me on LinkedIn. I have founded No Code Angels. It's a global network of angel investors focusing in no code and low code. So that is on my target right now. And also I'm the representative of the World Business Angel Investment Forum here in Spain. So I think that you have a very interesting project in hand. So I don't want to take more time for questions, but just contact me and we will have a chat.
Great. Can you post in the chat maybe your contact info and I can...
It's already there. But it's Miguel 34 Martin, 34 for the country code of Spain in the middle.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Thank you. We have a question from Graf.
Who is your target audience? Are you targeting the corporate customers? Are you targeting digital agencies? Are you targeting startups, e-commerce?
It's small. It's SMBs, not e-commerce right now. It's companies that want professional digital presence and who don't need to reinvent the wheel. So they need a high quality website, but they're not trying to sell products through it. And then more specifically, our customer acquisition thus far has been completely word of mouth. We haven't spent $1 on sales or ads or anything like that. But so we're working with a lot of startups, venture capital groups, and other companies like that. But we've found this to be a really good fit in other markets that are slightly less sexy. So a market like towing companies, for example, they need to be a little bit more tech enabled, have a better digital presence to win customers.
I think I get that. What are the marketing materials that you are providing them? See, I think a no-code website developers are plenty, yeah? So I think there has to be some distinguishing feature for it to be a venture capital investment. So what are the marketing materials that you have mentioned are instantly tailored and they look pretty nice or work out well?
Yeah, so we're automating now business cards, social media posts, and it's not just a builder. It actually takes in information about your goals and differentiators, your brand personality. And if you have a specific goal for a social media post, then Morphic will design it with that goal in mind. So it is finished when you click a button versus having a builder going into Canvas and selecting a social media post, trying to figure out how to apply your brand colors and what's the best layout for this goal of the post. So ours does it automatically so that there doesn't need to be any designer involved or any outside experts because Morphic is the expert. And it's the same with the website.
Can it also build video content? Can it also build all those videos as well?
We're not doing video content yet. We're starting with the main set of typical marketing materials that a small business would have, which is email signature, ads, one-pagers, letterhead, business cards, social media posts, and those types of elements. And then we'll expand beyond that.
Got it. Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Judges, I'm sorry, but we have to move on to the second startup. Weston, thank you again. Now we are moving to startup number 2, startup Moxley. Darhan, stage is yours.
Hello. Thank you. Sorry.
So your 3 minutes are starting now.
So hello. Our company is Moxley. It's a mobile application builder platform with no-code and low-code solution. There are 3 main problems in developing mobile applications. First of all, it's costly. It costs hundreds of thousands of dollars. And it's complex. It takes a long time to develop a mobile application, and it also entails huge costs. And why it's important? Because many hours per day is spent by people on mobile applications, and millions of new software applications are being developed, and the number is increasing every year. So our platform is online application builder that is easy to use. So even if you are not a professional builder, then you can use it. And also it has no code and low code in one place. We have many types of integration with different platforms, very well known. Some of them are listed here, and we have some future planned integrations. Our target market are all entrepreneurs who are not professional developers, but also some programmers and web designers can be our potential customers. Our market is very huge, about $70 billion, and our obtainable market more than $100 million. Of course, there are some competitors, but not many, because the market is comparatively new. Some of our competitors are listed here, but as you can see, we have broader functionality than other competitors. What are our competitive advantages? As I said, we have no-code and low-code platform in one place, so that you can not only develop if you are not a professional coder, but also if you can code, then you can tailor your application according to your requirements. It's open source, and we also use Ionic code, which is very popular now among application builders. We have SaaS subscription starting from $30 per month, and license. You can also buy our license for about $1,400.
Darhan, 30 seconds to go.
our traction you can see here, so that more than 1,000 people are now using our platform. Our team is multinational. We have many people from different countries, from the United States, from Ethiopia, Kazakhstan, etc. So we need for money to for marketing, for research and development, and other costs. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much too. We have the first raised hand from Miguel.
Congratulations. I think that this is my lucky day. I'm going to have already 2 no-code, low-code startups. The same I told before, please contact me after the event. I will be more than happy to explain you what we are trying to do with these no-code angels and hopefully no-code VC in the coming future. And more than happy to help you fundraising and introducing you to other investors in the same field.
Okay. Thank you very much for your interest.
Thank you, Miguel. We have a question from Alexandra.
Thank you for the presentation. Could you please share more and how did you choose your target audience? I think you mentioned something like it's all entrepreneurs that are not professional. So what experience did you run to identify your target customer? Thank you.
With zero experience, so that mostly startups, because we see our current customers, and most of them are starting businesses, and they those who develop their first mobile application, they can use our platform. So we don't need any experience. So young entrepreneurs aged from 18 plus, they also can be our potential customers. But also we see that even professional developers can also use our platform, because we have not only no code but also low code platform, which is very suitable for them.
Okay, thank you. We have final question from Gaurav.
Are you familiar with one of the competitors, Glide?
No, sorry.
Glide, Bubble, any of the
Glide, sorry, yes, Glide is mentioned here. Yeah.
Okay, how are you different than Glide? Glide is also offering the same. They already have a good market share, yeah? What features are you offering that Glide or others don't? Okay.
As you see, we have low-code editor, which is not in Glide, and we have open source code. And also some of our customers who used Glide, they say that our platform is more suitable, more and even more faster than Glide, because we use Ionic platform, Ionic code, which is I think our very big competitive advantage compared to other platforms.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Terhan, thank you very much. We are moving forward to startup number 3 for today, a startup talk and job. And Marcus will represent, oh no, I see that not Marcus.
Actually, it's me, Caroline.
Okay, please welcome.
So thanks for having us. My name is Caroline. I'm responsible for the communication here at Talk and Job. And I think I'm gonna jump right into my presentation. I hope everybody can see the screen.
Yes, we see it perfectly.
Perfect. So what do? We are doing voice-based chat application. So we are the next level recruiting for deskless workers and young professionals. And you see here, there's a huge market potential for this target group, like the deskless workers and young professionals. It's for all of them who are not willing to use traditional application channels anymore. And before I explain the process and make it complicated, I can just show it to you how it works, because it's so easy and it's so fast. So a candidate sees a job offer with a QR code, call to action, or an online offer to apply for a job, and then he gets right into a chat. So scans the QR code, gets into a chat, and then there's an automated interview and an avatar that asks questions verbally. So I, as a candidate, can just answer those questions with the dictating function. So this is why it's voice-based, but I can also type it in. So it just takes me 2 minutes, no documents, no registration, and no app download, and I've already applied for a job. So super easy approach for the first contact with the candidates. And you see it's a huge market. So that it works, I think this slide shows pretty good. We won several awards in the HR scene here in Germany, but also in Austria, because it just works, and we get a lot of clients. They show, okay, there is a high demand for such tools. This is also an example of why it works, like a proof of concept. We have customers in retail, like big ones like the Rewe Group, a huge retailer, but also Coca-Cola or other international companies. So this just shows it works for every industry and for every size of company. And here we have two sides. We have the market side that shows our tool, Talk and Job, can gain up to 40% more applicants and 38% more hires. So a huge uplift in hiring results. But also on the business figures, you see, we were founded in September 2020 and reached an ARR of 944K, so almost 1 million. And we are active since end of last lockdown here in Germany. So that was June 2021. And we manage it with around about 145 customers and have a huge expansion multiple from 5.5 compared to the first contract. So I think this is quite interesting. And we also just have a churn rate in value of 3.5%. So just shows the 7 HR words, they are meant for something. And there you can see how our revenue is what part of the revenues we are doing. So we have over 50% that are inbounds and expansion. So just shows our marketing works, and also we have gained an awareness in this short amount of time. So there is a high market need and there is a high relevance. This
30
just
seconds to go, sorry.
Primary business model. So we have typically 6 to 12 months contracts and pricing based on planned job placements, not on actual hires. That is important. And we also have a huge margin already in the second year, as you can see here. And this just shows our team. So we have experienced founders, we have young decision makers like I am, and we have for every department, people that are specialized on this special department.
Thank you, Caroline, for the presentation. Now we're ready for the questions from judges. Alexandra, please.
Thank you. The numbers look really good. Therefore, I'm trying to find where is the not the good thing there.
Well, we're trying to find it.
Yeah. So how large is the team? So the question is connected to the burn rate that you have.
So right now we are 15 people, and we, of course, the capacities are not big enough at the moment to keep this growth rate, of course. So we definitely need to build up more capacities. We want to hire people and trying to grow for sure. But I think those numbers show there's a huge potential, So we have only 50 people here in Germany, and we still manage to get those growth rates.
Okay, thank you. We have a question from Jules.
Hi, good morning from Silicon Valley. Question on, it's a platform, you talked about your customer attainment, but how about on the other side? How do you get applicants to know about your platform?
Okay, that's a good question. So we are not a multi-poster, we are not a platform itself, we are an add-on tool. So it depends on how companies communicate it. They can put a marketing budget on using our tool. So this is a huge advantage for us because we can do marketing through our customers because they have to place it wherever they think their candidates are, because they, in best case, should know best where their candidates are or where they can, find the right candidate approach.
Thanks. Question from Jordan.
Wonderful presentation, great energy. What's the IP? What's the defendability of your business? And how do you get out of this business? What's the exit? Is it an add-on? Is it an acquisition?
Well, so in the first place, what makes us different from others is the thing that we are an add-on tool. We are completely independent from every platform you can imagine. So, and even if there were some competitive, some competitors, they would just take away a small piece of the market, you know. And I mean, we are always communicating like it's a fun tool, but still there's some technological background. You cannot copy it like in 2 days.
It's a different question. It's the replication, the duplication by other staffing companies that could do what you do, and how are you better or more differentiated?
So because we are now already integrating all those systems in the ATS systems, so that is a huge advantage for us to build a sustainable business and to gain an advantage compared to other maybe platforms. They think, okay, we could just do it easily, and it's just not the case. So technically not the case, and I mean, we would be glad to have some competition, because at the moment we are educating the market, but yeah, still integrating in the system, I think, is right now is the main benefit.
The point is, we have already developed this system for 1.5 years. It's highly flexible, and whoever wants to copy it, for sure, everybody can copy it. But we have already done some development for the future. We have in self-service stores for micro companies. We have already established our AI for pre-qualification. So we have everything. If a competitor will wind up one day, we'll just throw it on the market to always be on the edge of that one. And we want to be as fast as possible to gain these market shares, to be just ahead and make Talk and Job the industry brand for voice applications. So it's more about performance.
Let's move to the final question from Grant, and you can continue in chat. Yep.
Thank you. Could you, I'm calling from Silicon Tundra, so northern Canada. Could you share with me a little bit more about the 50 people, and you're saying you need more? Are you moving really toward building? Is that the sales cycle that's taking that consumption, or is it development, and what's the automation that you're putting in place so you get more self-service for the customer?
I honestly must admit that was hard for me to understand the question.
The sound is pretty bad.
Pretty bad. I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry. Just 1 second.
You want to repeat?
Okay. Is that a better mic?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. The question is about you've got 50 people. You're saying you need more. What is the use of those new people? And it's around also, what's the onboarding and sales cycle automation that you've got today? So how quickly can you get customers in and onboarded and going?
So that is pretty fast. So we can onboard companies within days. I mean, sometimes it depends on if they want to integrate in ATS or not. That is a question for sure, but we are very fast. So the setup is quite standard for us. And I think with building up a team, we definitely want to build up the sales team, and also want to build an internal IT in long term. Yeah, but mainly salespeople.
Okay. Thank you very much.
It was 15 people, because there was a question coming up. If it's 50, it's 15.
Oh, sorry. 15. Thank you.
So in fact, it has been till last month, and we only have been 12. So we're quite stretched.
That was a really low burn rate for 50.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Burning them, but
good catch.
Thank you very much for the presentation, Caroline and Marcus. We have to move and to follow our agenda, and we are moving to Startup Flix Petrol from Czechia. And Thomas will present.
Hello. So just to check if you see my presentation.
Not yet.
How about now?
No, perfect. Please start.
Okay, so let's start with a big question. So in today's world, how film and TV creators, producers, or distributors know if their work is successful? I guess the answers for theaters, it's quite clear. They have box office reports. For TV, they have TV ratings. And for streaming, well, they have us. They have FlixPatrol. FlixPatrol is a website which is dedicated to streaming charts around the world. So today, we measure almost 700 streaming services in almost 150 countries. So you probably watch Netflix, HBO Max, Disney Plus, Amazon Prime Video. These are all the services we cover in most of the countries. And from their data, we are currently having the information about what is popular. Is Game of Thrones much more popular than, for example, Lord of the Rings? Is Harry Potter most popular than, for example, The Witcher? This is what we do. And we do it that we are monitor 24 hours a day. What is the popularity on the streaming service? Then we mix this data with other signals, for example, from social media, search engines, and movie databases. Now, this is how we get for the all popularity charts. Our proposition is quite easy. So to get PR, to get a market share, we opened all the data. So for you as a reader, all data is free. But if you want to have the data in your system, if you want to have some special custom report or export, we do have an API. An API is a paid product. Thanks to this strategy to have open data, this is our current traction of traffic. So we launched in April 2020, and our traffic is basically double every year. And lots of traffics, lots of visibility attracts big clients which subscribe to our API with, I would say, really low marketing spend on our site. These clients, we, for example, get the first clients in 3 months after the launch. And we sign up also with huge Hollywood studios like Warner Brothers or Universal, but also other companies like Amazon. We already have the data from streaming platforms, but of course, the holy grail of all the data in streaming world is to have your own data. So that's why we start building a panel of people to have exact data, exact shares of people what are really watching. We already built a panel of 5,000 users worldwide, but of course, this is not enough. And this is why we actually seek the investment to speed up the development, to increase the market share, and to target the smaller clients, because we started with the big ones. Now we have to work into also small and media companies. FlixPatrol is actually part of our much larger group. So we started our company called Filmtoro 7 years ago. The Czech team has for long-time members, so we already built some projects together. And the team is up to 10 people right now. Okay, so that's for me. My name is Thomas, and I'm looking forward to your questions.
Thank you, Thomas. We have a question from Gaio. Hi, Gaio.
Hi, sorry for being late. You know, I had a traffic running from my work to home. Nevertheless, great presentation, interesting concept. My question would concern, aside of the aforementioned traction, what are your financials? You know, can you tell us a bit about your average revenue rate, your year-to-date revenue, and of course, tell us a bit about your competitive landscape, as I haven't seen that you have mentioned it through your presentation. Thank you.
Okay, so for the average revenue, so the big clients, it's always custom. So every client have different needs, but our subscription to API is going from several $100,000 per month to, for the biggest clients, to several $1,000s a month. That's the, I would say, the ratio of I would say average revenue per client. I can still also answer all your other question, which is about our competition. So let me start screen sharing back. I would say that the landscape of competition is something like that. So we see ourselves in great competition with these guys around the world. And I divided it to be more, I would say, panel-based, so working with quite a small amount of people, but work with more precise data. And there is a other approach to have, I would say, more signal-based, so gathering all the signals from already existing data and how it's actually working. We are currently quite high visible comparing to some other competitors, but we need to work our way up to actually have something which I already mentioned, to be more panel-based, to have exact data, first-party data.
Thank you very much for your thorough answer to my questions. Good luck.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, Thomas. As we do not have any raised hands, so we are moving to, we have question from Grant.
Thomas, can you talk a little bit about the sales cycle to go to market, what you expect as a lifetime value of these customers? If it's all the streaming organizations wanting to understand it, or the distributors of their products to the streaming companies, I got to believe that they're going to want to jump on this. So what's the sales cycle? What's the average deal size and so on?
So we sign up our first clients in 2020, and all the large clients we sign up in 2020 are still with us. So we are now in brink of the third year with some of the larger clients. The cycle is that, for example, we got quite good recommendation from even the competition of the clients. So usually the Hollywood studios are good friends, so they recommended us. So we are heavily focused on having the good word or word of mouth. That's how we get more clients, for example, from LA, and then it's going, of course, to the other countries. And for the, I would say, sales approach, usually the visibility in media outlets, that helps us to actually be able only serve as like a passive sales team. So 99% of the clients we got were just like a passive leads, which we turn into the long-term subscription deals.
And so it's a usage of your API. It's how many API is that what it is for the $100 to $1,000 a month?
Yeah, it started in several hundreds of dollars, and some of the larger clients have API subscription, which is valued by several thousands of dollars per month.
Okay.
Thank you. One more question from Gaurav.
I just wanted to give you some feedback. There are more streaming analytic companies out there, Conviva, Databricks, and others. They make about $50 to $100 million in revenues. And, you know, it's a tough space, yeah. You know, I think the API option is good, but they all are competing in a very niche market just because of the payments and services. But again, you know, someone will find a solution to it. But I think Conviva, Databricks, and others are quite big in this particular space. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, agree.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks, Thomas, for the presentation. And now stage is for startup WhereFits. Lukasz from Poland. Please welcome.
Hi, my name is Lukasz and I'm CEO of WhereFits. So WhereFits is a gateway to the metaverse for the fashion industry. We revolutionize the industry through 3D, augmented reality, and machine learning, offering you an amazing online shopping experience, helping fashion and footwear companies to optimize their sales and reduce returns. WhereFits was founded by serial entrepreneurs with experience in 3D graphics, IT, and fashion. We have already successful exits on our account. Right now, our team counts 8, and all research and development is done internally. We operate in the most innovative and promising business areas. Our business is B2B for fashion, retail, and e-commerce. We focus on augmented reality technology, which I believe is the future of e-commerce, and it will be the next big thing. Fashion e-commerce struggles with low conversion rate and large amounts of returns. Also, users demand better digital shopping experience and better product experience. So we are the only ones on the market who offer solutions for 2 most important segments of the fashion industry, apparel and footwear. And for each of them, we offer comprehensive solutions consisting of digitization, visualization, and size fitting. And unlike the competition, we cover the entire digital transformation process. Our great advantage is the technology of automatic digitization of shoes based on photos. And here it is how it works. Solutions for footwear. Thanks to integrations with photographic devices like Orbit View, we offer automatic digitization of footwear. After scanning shoes, we can visualize the product in augmented reality and in virtual try-on. The shoes can be tried on at home in front of the mirror, like in a brick and mortar store. And while you are trying on shoes, we are also measuring your foot. We take 6 precise measurements. It is the most accurate on the world. And for the apparel industry, we have developed virtual avatars and models. They may be also visualized in augmented reality. Thanks to our avatar creator, we can do the size fitting and recommend the right size. We visualize the fitting as a heat map, showing in which parts the product is tight or loose. The market potential is huge and it's growing. It ensures a great exit potential for investors. 2 years ago, we raised a pre-seed round. We already have first sales in Poland. In the following months, we would like to raise a seed round to launch an automated SaaS platform and start sales globally. We have implemented our solutions for 2 large enterprises in Poland. We have good investment benchmarks because 2 of our main competitors were recently acquired by large enterprises, and entry barriers in the business are quite high. Our business model is simple and scalable. We sell subscriptions. Right now, we reach clients directly, but our goal is to transform the business into a self-service SaaS model. And we believe that we can win the global market of digitization and augmented reality try-on for footwear industry in 2 years. I'm in time.
Thank you, Lucas. We have the first question from Alexandra.
Thank you so much. Before the question, clarification. Do you have revenues already? Did I miss that? You have 2 integrations, but what about revenues?
Yes, we have already some revenues. We had like 80K last 1.5 year.
In total.
In total, yes.
Thanks. Coming back about the previous slide, you had the go-to-market strategy where it mentioned that you're in Poland and then the next step is Europe. Could you please specify your go-to-market strategy? Europe is not a market, it's very diverse. How are you thinking about your next step?
Yeah, so for the last year, we focused, I think, too much on large enterprises, and it takes too much time to implement something for large companies. We have in our sales pipeline companies like Zara, H&M, but it takes so long time that recently we have decided to switch a little bit to a SaaS model. Right now, we are working on the SaaS platform, which works just like a SaaS solution. So we are preparing internet online onboarding, payments, invoicing, and we are going to sell it in SaaS model. We also have partnered with one of the largest producers of these devices to take 360 photos. They have already like a few hundred customers from the footwear industry. So we are also going to use that channel to sell our solution. So this is how we are going to start with sales.
Thank you. We have a question from Velit.
Yeah, I think a good presentation and a good solution. My question would be on the user level, what is the footprint? Do they need to download a mobile app? Or if I'm a user today and I want to test something out there, so what sort of friction am I going to face? And this friction, do I need a high-end device, low-end device, because the capability of the mobile phones in terms of the VR and AR, it varies greatly. It depends on models and brands and stuff like that.
Yes, so we have improved performance a lot in last months because our first implementation required the implementation in native mobile app, because then we had access to, for example, to GPU of the device. But right now we have optimized it so far that it works well just in the browser. And it may be mobile, any kind of mobile device. So for example, we had like 8 FPS a year ago, and right now we have 20 FPS just in the browser. So it is very easy to implement, and it works on medium level devices, maybe not the cheapest ones, but on the medium level. But you don't need to have the highest model of iPhone or Android to run it.
Thanks. And the final question from Alexander.
What is your country of incorporation? Is it US or Poland?
Right now it is Poland, but we plan to establish a subsidiary in next year.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Lucas. Good luck to you. And we are moving to startup Yellow, and Julian from the USA will present it.
Hi. Cool. You see my screen?
Yes, please.
Cool. I will just move you a little bit so I don't see you, so I'm sorry. Cool. Should I start?
Yes, please.
Cool. My name is Jolene, and I'm the founder of Yellow. With Yellow, we want to build a purpose-driven matchmaker platform. Why? I think you all know it. There's one department where there's lack of transparency, when there's no common language, and where the investment is so hard to measure. And this is marketing. But we all know that brands, startups, and scale-ups, they invest around 30 to 60% in marketing. They need marketing because they have a product, but they don't always have the right product reach, nor they have the product exposure. So investing in marketing is a must because they want to reach their full potential. So how can you do this? It's about how can you do good marketing to really reach your full potential. First of all, it's about finding your partner, finding your marketing partner that understands your business, that understands your industry, that understands your budget, and that really want to understand and go and grow with you. But on the second hand, it's also about reaching your full potential. And how are you going to do this? By starting to telling about the why you are starting doing this, instead of just saying, what you are doing. Telling about the value, the why. This is about purpose marketing. Telling about why you do things good for the environment, for the people around you. And if imagine that you have a kind of a platform that tracks all these data, that captures it, and that use that data in your own advantage to really start understanding what's happening here in the marketing world. But also, it will also be enabler so that companies start to ventilate about their messages that really is valuable. And this is where Yellow comes in. With Yellow, we want to build a purpose-driven matchmaker. We want to start to connect brands with marketing agency based on their interests, based on the industry, the audience, the target audience they are reaching, based on their agency side, based on their monthly budgets. So we really want to combine and match brands with marketing agency. And on the other hand, we want to start scraping a lot of information from the brand's website and see, where are you now based on your purpose goals. And is their purpose goals enough? Think about waste reduction, emission goals. If you just can have that, and start communicating about these things that really matters, that would be amazing. Because not only focusing on the things that matters is not only the good thing to do, but it's also the most profitable to do. So by using all these data, more and more users, you start to make marketing much more transparent. And then we also start to see what the investment, what the value that marketing can bring to you as a brand. And this is what we want to do with marketing. So it's building about the matching platform. And then we want to start quantifying, enabling brands to start to communicate about the right thing. And then even with all the data, we can start to predict. And this is what we want to do. I read marketing. I've been marketing in 15 years. I have my own marketing agency. I wrote my own book, Think Big, Scale Fast. So I know the marketing world. So we right now see a gap in the market and we want to fill it up. So this is what Yellow is all about. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And please, questions. Okay, we have already 3 questions from Jordan, please.
It's a comment, not a question. I wanted to learn more about the business, so much more, but I didn't get the content from the business, and there was a lot of passion, but I wish we were told about the business more.
Yeah, I always like to start with the why, the purpose, and then we have everything behind, right? But At first, you want to grab you on the content. So, but yeah, I will take a note on that for next time.
Thank you. And the second question or comment from Walid.
Yeah, I think you mentioned about scrubbing the website and you're not checking like the online presence. But as you all know right now, it's not like a couple of years back. It's all about websites and stuff like that. You've got mobile application, you've got more content marketing, you've got influencer marketing, you've got social marketing. What are you doing for these other channels? Because right now, if we see the user like statistics online, we see there are much less users using the website rather than other channels. What are you doing for other channels?
So it's not only so on one hand, it's really about matching, right? So what we're doing, it's about matching the brands with the right agency. So if a brand, for instance, needs influencers marketing, we will combine you with the right influencers. But then the thing is, on top of it, what we see, you can link yourself with an influencer and can say, we have now a code that you need to have 1,000 influencers. Yes, that's nice. But if you really want to have influencers doing, for instance, focusing on basketball, that is so hard to track. So if you then really start looking into more KPIs that are really understanding, these are the 1,000 influencers that on top of it even do basketball, then really magic starts to happen. Because right now, indeed, it's about just matching. It's very nice, but we want to add an extra layer on top of it. And then it really starts to disrupt the whole marketing world. And then it starts to get fun. So it's more than just indeed scraping websites, right? It's just to give a layer that everyone is then focusing on that basketball. On just one example.
Yeah, well, I think maybe my question would be, you aggregating data to create those KPIs. So for websites, by scrubbing, it's direct. You just send your bots, you scrub, you create the data. For other channels, what means are you going to use to aggregate this data to create the KPIs? Maybe this clarify my question.
Yeah, so of course we have a lot of data. We need to have data infrastructure, right? We need to ask the right questions, both on the agency side and the brand side. It's about understanding really what is really needed. If you would have 5 million, then it would be nice, right? We look at the cookies, we look at the history of where they come from. You would look at, is it still an MVP kind of a company? We could capture so much information. So, and of course, we only have limited budget. So right now we're saying, we will use questions that we will have, and then we will fill them up with the questions, the answers we don't have by just looking at the website of somebody. So by really starting to identify to a brand, this is what you really need because we looked at your website, because we cannot do everything, right? And then we make it also very personalized. So by using a lot of data and aggregating all this data, they will have the options, for instance, with those 5 agencies, they need to work. And then they can play with it and they can use it. And they can also say, is that enough? So we then use and add more data. Then we call it a little bit AI, but AI is a big buzzword, right? So I rather use the data in our favor to start building and starting to match them.
Thank you. The time is up for the Q&A. Thanks for the presentation. And now let's welcome startup Punta Commerce Cloud from Mexico, Gabriel. Hola.
Hello, thank you. So I don't see where's the present my screen? Oh, yeah, it's now available. Okay. All right, so hello everyone, I'm Gabriel Ortiz. I'm the CEO and product manager at Punta Commerce Cloud, and we are accelerating the B2B commerce growth. So let me begin by saying that this will be no secret to you. I assume that you have heard it like hundreds of times, but customer behavior has changed, pandemic effect and all that, and has made the customers go to buy online more and more. And well, that's also something that is affecting B2B buyers, that they are seeking a purchasing experience similar to the one that they are used to by their favorite brands. So we all know that. But what we have learned while being in the e-commerce consultancy and implementation business is that no platform right now in the market is ready to handle the stack of complex processes that a business B2B has. And that's actually something that needs to be resolved because the complexity and the bureaucracy of the way of doing business of those companies has making the process of quote to sales process taking from 1 week in the best case scenarios and all the way to 2 months in some cases. And so right now we see that B2B business are taking a growing approach into getting into e-commerce. They're creating a new LOB to jump into e-commerce, or they are merely delegating a small portion of their customers to this channel. And some big and transnational companies are actually requiring to have 2 different platforms just to handle different customer segments. But most of them are leaving the 80% of their business to keep on struggling with that complexity and that bureaucracy of their traditional processes. That's why we built Punto Commerce Cloud. This is the PCC is the first e-commerce suite born to handle the complex process of B2B companies with clicks and no code. And we have successfully digitalized 100% of the business of our early adopters. I'm not going to go through all our team, but we are right now a team of 8 people. And let's talk about a little bit of our competitors. So we know that the market is crowded. There are a lot of platforms out there, but most of them have been built thinking on the big cake of B2C commerce. Most of them have tried to adapt their platform to go into fulfill B2B needs, but the result is the one that I just previously mentioned. The market, it's a big market and it's projected to get bigger from $1.8 billion in 2020. It's projected to go all the way to $4.2 billion by 2025. We are estimating our sum in $1,198 million. Our business model is actually a simple one and very common, a fixed rate, 3 levels of subscriptions, and a variable rate per order. We are opting for a fixed rate per order instead of a percentage take, given that the B2B transactions tends to be a lot bigger than the B2C transactions.
Gabriel, 30 seconds.
Yes, thanks. I'm about to close. So we are right now just about to launch our MVP into the market. So there is not much traction to presume. But what I can do say is that 4 companies have hired us to solve this problem for them without a software developed. We have generated $160K from those customers to bootstrap the development of our solution. And right now we already have recurrent revenue of $1,699. So with that, I'd just like to invite you to help the B2B companies to sell more, sell faster and better. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much too. We have a question from Naveen. Hi.
Hi, Gabriel. Nice presentation. So in a way, we can say that this is like a Shopify for B2B companies who are selling to businesses, right? And if yes, then what is your go-to-market strategy in the sense of how you are acquiring these businesses? Is it mostly inbound marketing, inbound sales, or outbound sales? Just wanted to understand more on the GTM.
Yeah, so right now we're going directly to customers. We're in a direct channel, and we have a plan to adapt to a more self-service business model. That's going to take us a while to make our platform more self-service, and then also try to go through the partnering channels to have partners that will make the implementations to the customers. So yeah, right now that way also with a plan of going very inbound in marketing as well.
Got it, understood. I guess the channel partnerships will be a very critical piece in terms of acquiring more and more customers. Just a feedback.
Yeah. Thanks.
Thank you. And Grant, I saw raise hand from you. We have some minutes.
It was a similar question that was just asked, so you got covered. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Gabriel, for your presentation. Now it's turn for our unicorn pitches, Georgia winner, startup Pharaoh and Give You. Stage is yours.
Hello, can I share my screen?
Yes, please.
Okay. Just tell me if you see my keynote presentation.
Yes.
Okay, let's get started. So I'm Gibi, founder of the startup Pharaoh, and we create a real human 3D avatar marketplace. So, we live on the edge of the digital transformation. And if we observe the evolution timeline, we can easily say that we're tended to digitize every kind of service and information. And these services are used on daily basis, but the humans themselves are not part of the digitalization process. And it is quite strange considering our times in which digital industries such as metaverses and gaming industries are rapidly growing and reaching more than 3 billion users worldwide. And we discovered the common problem of these users and industries, the lack of realistic avatars on the market. Most of the market are CG generated. They are very expensive. They are algorithm generated and they look very, very similar. And users are already complaining about that. So to solve this problem, we created first in the world real human 3D avatar marketplace, which connects models and digital industries and allows them to trade with digital avatars multiple times. So we already managed to create a marketplace prototype where the users can upload their 3D data to sell this data to digital industries such as gaming, metaverse, movie industry, etc. The market size is $265 billion, and our target customers are the game development studios which need 3D avatars, realistic 3D avatars to create game content. So our main competitor on the market is a startup MetaHero, which aims also to create library of the humans, but we have different positioning on the market. Unlike them, we are a marketplace, not a service, so we are able to scale to world sizes. Also, our models will get scanning services for free, and they will also get shares from every resale of these scans. To the time, we already managed to bootstrap, participate in several acceleration programs in Georgia and abroad, and win them. And we are working on milestones to cover our intellectual property for the more world market and hit the market as soon as possible. So to this day, we have several different partners in Georgia, Germany, and America, which provide us with technology, working space, and resources. And we managed to create from these partners advisors board, which are helping us to grow product to the world scales. So to the time, we are 6-member team, which are connected with many years of friendship and co-working experience. And we also worked in several different startups. And what the most important is, we cover 4 key disciplines needed for digital startup. And I would say future of the humanity is a digital. So you can follow us in digital immortality, and please ask your questions. I will be glad to answer your questions. And yeah, we are open to any interesting idea of collaboration and investment.
Thank you, Give, very much. We have a question from Alexander.
Yeah, hello. Can you explain once more? So do you have a tool to create a very realistic virtual avatar, or you just have a marketplace where you sell it?
Yes, we are collaborating with Artec Technology in Georgia, which is our official partner, Artec Scanning Studio. So we are able to scan people in HD realistic avatars, and we are doing it in the same time like expensive photogrammetry. But we also are working on the application which allows our users to scan their bodies with just the phones. So we are thinking about expansion, about global sizes. So we are developing this application for them to allow them to participate from any point of the world.
Okay, so for now you don't have a solution to just create a very realistic tool.
We have optical scanners, and we have beta version of the scanning studio, which is able to recreate 3D data from photos. we need about 10 photos for body and about 5 photos for head. So that's all.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you. We have many questions. Ladies first, Alexandra.
Could you please, before the question, again remind the traction? So do you have the business results already?
We are changing our system right now, and we are not able to make any changes without a legal agreement. So we are developing our legal contracts right now, which will be done in upcoming 2 weeks. And after that, we can show you our traction and our winning.
So right now, right now it doesn't exist because you're changing things.
Yeah, because the license agreements, license agreements, are not done yet. Now we can't open marketplace for public because this is a private data of real persons. So after legal agreements will be done, we are able to open the marketplace for public.
Okay, thanks so much. How would you see yourself either collaborating or competing or coexisting with the different types of solutions of avatars that are already on the market? As an example, out of the news, the Ready Player Me.
Yeah, a very interesting question. Actually, Ready Player Me, I know the startup and I analyzed them. They are not our direct competitors because they have different segments. They have playful avatars. We have realistic avatars. This is a very niche category on the market. So they are not direct competitors, but if we have direct competitors, such as scanning studios or Meta Hero, which I mentioned here on the slide, we can collaborate, and we can collaborate while we are a marketplace, and they can use our marketplace to sell their data, and we get shares from results. Potentially, our competitors are partners in long term.
Okay, thank you. Excuse me, judges, we are out of time. So we are moving forward. Givi Madlova. We are moving to startup number 9 for today. Startup Moticheck. Martin from Estonia will pitch. We can hear you. Please. We still cannot hear you, Martin.
Yes. Companies are saying that employees are their biggest assets. It's all about employees, and they only check in with those employees once a year or quarterly. So we end up with a phenomenon like quiet quitting and great resignation because companies are unable to retain their employees, and it affects their bottom line. Hello, my name is Martin Rajasalu, and I'm the founder and CEO of Moticheck. For ambitious companies who really believe that leadership is their competitive edge, we provide a daily overview of employee experience to improve their leadership, engagement, and retention across the organization. And as opposed to old-fashioned people surveys, we map the employee experience in all categories daily, and we distribute instantly the results to a shared dashboard that is easy to read, is highly actionable to empower employees and leaders in that particular customer. We are a monthly subscription-based SaaS in B2B sphere. We have 14 paying customers at the moment with their employees in more than 20 countries. We have validated the business model and the service in several industries. Our current MRR is about $7,000 USD. We have vendor in Baltic countries and recently signed a vendor in the Philippines. And we are a team of 3 who is working full-time on a project. So in our team, we have both entrepreneurial and managerial competencies and IT experience. I have been part of a M&A that led to a unicorn. I have acquired an international competitor. We have team members who have built a new venture for internationally known brands doing greenfields. We have an advisor and investor who had just recently a major exit. And we have people who have worked in leading roles in creating unique IT for leading IT companies, global companies. The market size, the market where we are is growing very fast. According to Statista, it will be double in coming years, leading to $22 billion USD. All the consultancies are saying that listening to employees is a big business and requires immediate attention from the customers. So therefore, we are looking to go global. We are looking to raise money to hire in and outbound sales marketing team and also add product and development team, because we have such a lot of data from our customers that we can build machine learning tools to provide advisory capacity or capabilities to our customers as well. So the product is good, stable, unique, market is good, we have a good team. So thanks for your attention and really looking forward to explain our product and business more in details. Thank you.
Thank you too. We have two questions from Naveen first.
Yeah, thanks Martin for the presentation. That's a good idea. So wanted to understand when you say employee vitals, so how do you measure these vitals? Is it through the communication platforms like employee communication platforms like Slack, Zoom, Teams? So what exactly do you mean by vitals? And yeah, if you ask this question, then I have a feedback as well.
Yeah, our secret source is to ask a single question from every employee every day. We use different communication channels. We have our own mobile apps. We use Slack, we use Microsoft Teams, we use emails, and we are ready to launch other messaging channels as well if we have a customers who would use them.
Got it. So this, so you basically analyze the text, the conversations that employees are having within themselves and within the team, conversations that are happening within the team. This is what you do?
Yes, simplified measure, yes.
Okay, got it. So does isn't that a conflict to the employee privacy as well?
No, because actually the employers have justified interest in order to provide the best job or safe workplace. And actually the employees are rather happy to answer because it's a chat-like, social media-like experience. So people like to keep thumbs up, thumbs down, had some chat. It works all well.
Got it. Understood.
Thank you. And a question from Jules.
Hi, yeah, just building on what Naveen said, you spent 3 minutes talking about the team and the problem, but nothing about the product and the business model. So you started there, but can you talk about how you get paid and why?
Yeah, we charge a license fee per employee. So our target customers are employing people in a range 500 to 5,000. I mean, we love the bigger companies as well, but they are just too time expensive or time consuming to sell. Yeah, why they pay? Because actually they can save money on recruiting and training. That's where the ROI is for our customers. So retaining people, building on leadership helps to retain people and saves cost on recruitment and training.
Okay, thank you. Guy, excuse me, we are out of time. So we are moving to the next startup. And Martin,
no worries.
Thank you, guys.
Okay, and please stages for Startup Remotely, Alexander. Hi, from the United States too.
Do you see my screen?
Yes.
Hey. So my name is Alexander Alishoim. I am CTO of company Remedly. It's a software company which we make EHR and electronic health record and billing RCM software which every modern medical practice needs to run their business. So it's not nice to have, it's must to have. For business to operate their business, they need this software. We are based in San Francisco. We have now a revenue this year would be a little over 1 million, and we have customer growth about 35–40%. And currently we have 138 customers, which are medical practices, different medical verticals. So what problems we're solving? In current day-to-day operation, a lot of practices, they use different software for making schedule appointments, to electronic health record, for prescription, other stuff. And we combine everything in one solution. We use microservice architecture, and we have 6 integrated modules which can take care of all medical practice needs, starting from scheduling, charting, prescribing, insurance billing, and so on. So what do we do for the doctors? We make their life much easier. First of all, it's 100% web solutions with there's no any plugins or any installation required. We combine all software into one, so they need to deal with one vendor, and we automate a lot of different manual and repetitive tasks. So why now we're entering the market? Still, there are a lot of old desktop applications on the market, and they're losing kind of their shares and of the market, and they need all web applications. Also, there is a new government standards to handle and deal with different electronic health records, so that companies can easily, medical practices can easily exchange patients' data between different practices. And also there is a new cert which government requires to get for different medical softwares. So we definitely not alone on the market. There are a lot of customers, a lot of different applications on the market. The main differentiation which we have is that our new platform is we implemented a no-code change solutions. So difference between different medical verticals, different specialties, is that workflow and questions with doctors ask patients during appointment are different. And we implement the solution that we don't need to ask developers to write code. It's all can be done with administration tools without any code changes, or almost no code changes. So
Alexander, 30 seconds.
Addressable market is we're moving from 100 million to 6 billion when we go to different verticals. So revenue model, it's software as a service, as a subscription. We have fair share of our payment processing plus part of billing. There are some financials which I don't have time, but we are planning to reach profitability next year. Our board of directors, employees, board of advisors with, and this is how much we're raising. Somehow I cannot pronounce it, but you probably see it in previous slide. And there are two types of companies. If you're talking about exit strategy, two types of companies are acquired companies like us, and we already have traction. First, it's our competitors who needs to replace their outdated software with new one instead of building themselves, and also pure financial players like hedge funds and who would like to acquire the company, invest in sales and marketing, bump the sale, and then resell it in several years later. And thank you, and that's the end of my presentation.
Thank you, Alexander. And we already have a question from Augusta.
Alexander, I'd like to know your go-to-market strategy.
Go-to-market strategy, we're already live in, again, we have 138 clinics, and then we are implementing again new platform, which no code change, and then we will be advertising and selling to different medical verticals. We can count about 10 plus we will be selling to next year. If I answer your question, so there are some specific things you're asking.
But do you use paid ads? You use...
You mean this one? Yes. How we get acquired our customers? Yes, we use Capterra, we use LinkedIn, we use Software Advice, we use Google Ads. We have a full marketing. Mostly up to now, we used inbound marketing, but now currently we're setting out also outbound marketing using ZoomInfo and other software to acquire the right targets.
Thank you.
Thank you. If we have no questions more, thank you again, Alexander. We are moving to our 11th, last but not the least participant, Startup BP Share, Jorge, Mexico. Please, stage is yours. Please unmute yourself. We see gray blocks on the screen.
I am sorry.
Okay, once more, please.
Yes. Thank you very much.
And again,
hi, everyone.
We can see gray blocks on the right side of the screen. It's maybe a zoom.
Oh. Now.
Now it's better.
Better? Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. Hi, everyone. My name is Jorge Garza, and I am the founder and CEO of BP. We are the Airbnb for cars in Mexico. I'd like to invite you to watch the next video.
I'm sorry, we have no midsize available at the moment.
I don't understand. I made a reservation. Do you have my reservation?
Yes, we do. Unfortunately, we ran out of cars.
But the reservation keeps the car here. That's why you have the reservation.
I know why we have reservations.
I don't think you do.
As funny as this may seem, this is an everyday problem in Mexico and Latin America, where we have check-in, check-out times of up to 60 minutes. We have reservations not honored, and we have hidden charges in the car rental industry. And yet we have another big problem, which is the private fleet in Mexico is parked in average 22 hours a day. So we have people looking for cars and cars waiting for people. What's the size of the problem? In 2021, we had 7.1 million users just in Mexico, and our fleet is of 40.6 million cars, growing. How do we solve this problem? Well, we've developed an application where the community can upload their cars, the market can look for a car there, and we have a super fast checking process, and it's all backed up by our insurance company. So what does BP mean for the market? Well, it's an in-hand solution. You have a more variety of cars, better prices. There's no documents needed in the process. And then there's also quick checkout times and a 24-hour service. What about the community? Well, the community benefits from an extra income for the car owners. We provide free insurance for them. And the more cars we have in BP, the less cars that people need in the community. So the less cars produces less traffic, produces less contamination. This is Mexico rental industry in 2021 of $1.31 billion. And we expect a growth of 8.27 annually. Our competitive advantage, Turo left the Latin American market because the insurance company does not cover the area. And about the rest of them, well, their asset cost structure is super fat, and they have to pay for all these costs. Our revenue stream comes from 15% commission on the rent and 8% commission on insurance. In the future, we plan to do data mining. This is our team. Alejandro has more than 20 years experience in tech development, and I myself have been CEO for more than 20 years in the car rental industry. We're looking for this pre-round, and it will be used to get client acquisition, to continue with tech support, salaries, and operations. And I'll gladly answer any question you have.
Thank you for the presentation, Jorge. And we are looking for questions from judges. Please raise hands. We have a question from Jules.
Hi, nice job. I'm glad you mentioned Turo. That's what I was thinking throughout your presentation. How do you differ from Turo's model?
Well, first of all, we're able to provide insurance in Mexico and Latin America because we have a contract now with Primero Seguros. And I know Turo has a tight contract with Financial Mutual. And that actually was a problem for there. They tried to enter Mexico, but they left it officially, all Latin America, on May 1st.
Okay, thank you. Question from Jordan.
Really good presentation. You inspire me to do it again and again like this.
Thank you.
Fundamentally, the bigger problems I deal with, and this is just me, I'm not sure how the economy, the dynamics of where you're operating in Mexico is going to run for the next 2 or 3 years. What do you tell investors like me around the stability, the growth of the market you're running in?
We know we have big problems in the economy, but they are mostly centered in political issues. Tourism is shown, and the numbers shown them, is growing every year. So I don't see that being a big issue because of the growth of the tourists visiting Mexico right now. The addressable market for us, the SOM is somewhere around $400 million.
Come on, give me something, Domenico. Give me some meat. You're in Mexico, I'm not. Give me something I can sink my teeth into. Otherwise, that's a CNN commercial.
Well, I mean, I'm not lying. The tourism industry is growing year by year, and the tourist is the #1 target to get. I don't see that number coming down. Regardless of the news you can see around the world, people still come to Mexico for tourism. So,
thank you, sir.
I mean,
appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you. And the final question for today from Grant.
Hi, can you just talk a little bit about traction in your geographical rollout? Will this be, get certain centers up and running, learn from those, move into the next one?
Yeah, right now we just finished our product was out on January 1st, but we concentrated a lot on going to upload cars in the platform instead of getting clients. So right now our marketing strategy is going to be centered in traditional printed marketing in points of entrance, main airports, basically, and also directed social media and intelligence through platforms like Priceline, and so we can catch the client prior of him visiting Mexico.
Okay, and the car owner sets the price?
The car owner sets a price, but we are working on a solution or a small spin-off of the, a small pivot of the business where the actual driver can propose a price. And so it's going to be a counter offer.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. Jorge, thank you every participant for making this session happen. It was outstanding. And now I'm glad to welcome Anna again. Hi, Anna. How did you like it?
Oh, yes, exciting, very exciting. Already noted some startups to check out for myself, and I like it. That's what, I don't like when startups are really into something that you cannot apply to a person like me, like when startups are much more humane, and much more like you can touch personally. I love it. And that's this type of event. Okay, dear judges, while I'm talking, of course, you are checking that you had voted for all the startups. please let me remind you that it is very essential, dear business angels, dear judges, please check that you voted for all the startups. All the marks beneath each startup should be, because this way our algorithm works correctly and we get the winner that you all liked. And sorry, in less than a minute, we will be closing the votes, and then I will talk. I will talk to category of official judges, finding out who were their favorites. That was technical break.
Yeah.
My throat sometimes needs water. So I will put the music on. The end of music means the end of voting, and then we will review category by category, starting with business angels and go on all the way until official judges, and then our algorithm will sum up all those wonderful marks, and we will have the ultimate winner who would go into the Unicorn Cup that is only 3 weeks away. Okay, if you're ready, I will share my screen. All events are published at our event page. You can go there and see it for yourself, or just follow my screen. Okay, that's we have, and great, I congratulate you. Startups, now you can do nothing to influence judges because our votes are closed, and we will reveal them in just a little bit, and we will know who the winner is. So startups, just grab your popcorn and see how this is happening. And we will start from business angels. Okay, please. Okay, publish. How did business angels vote? We are ready. Yes, and business angels had put Statat Pharaoh up front. Okay, and we are ready to see the expert board voting. And expert board like the most. They were impressed by the pitch of Pharaoh as well. Interesting. Okay. And we have wonderful category of official judges. Let's see how they voted as a category, and then I'll talk to each of you guys and you will say how you justify the numbers we see. Okay, please publish official judges. Pharaoh, that's very interesting. I'm not really good usually summing up the numbers, but this time I think I can. Alexander, was Pharaoh your favorite also, or you would like to point out some other startups, and please give your feedback on the event? Dear Alexander.
Sorry, I was muted. Thank you, Anna. In fact, I just have chosen several startups today, which to whom I just put a slightly higher marks than to other guys, because every startup was good today, you know. And yes, Pharaoh was one of them. Also, VFits was one of them. And it seems for me, Flix, Patro, and I'm not sure. Let me just check. Morphic, probably. Yeah, my choice as well today.
Okay. Very interesting. Thank you, Alexander. Kelly, who were your favorites for today?
Wow, it's always a great collection of companies. So my 3 picks for the day is very similar to fellow judges. One is Pharaoh for real human 3D avatar marketplace, because right now our investment interest is more for metaverse and Web3. So another one is WellFits, which is a XR AR solution for apparel and footwears. And my third pick is Talk and Drop. I think they are really smart and they identify the special demand for deskless workers and they have very healthy traction. That's my picks.
Thank you, Canada.
Thank you, Kelly. Startups, you know who to connect to, who to talk about. And Aldo, I know you need to go. Please share your thoughts and who were your favorites.
I will say Parao is the one I choose, but I also pick Felix Patrol, Token Job, and Worthit. So those they are too tough and they are different areas, but very interesting. And good luck to all of you.
Thank you, Aldo, so much. Seljuk, what do you think? Who is the winner today?
Hi, Anna. All the startups have deep customer empathy, and the main result of this selection is related with the metrics. So nowadays, mostly AI and AR is the most trendy topic. So VRPits is my favorite, but all this good. So congratulations, all the guys.
Thank you, Seljuk, so much. Gaurav, what do you think?
And now my two favorites that got the best marks were Faro and Remedly. And I think Verfits is also excellent. That was the next best one, but Faro and more Remedly were my favorites.
Okay, very interesting. And Walid, please sum it up.
Yeah,
Who did you like
think
the most?
I agree with a couple of the other fellow judges like Alexander and Kelly and all. My best was Faro, and then the second was Werfits, and the third was Morphic.
Okay, great. Thank you very much. Okay,
So
we are
please
now.
reach out, and we'd love to see your pitch deck and anything that we could help with. Good job, guys.
Thank you, Walid. And we have a final music announcing the winner. I'm putting on the music, and please show us the winner of the today's online unicorn battle, software, data management, and services. Okay, here we go. And Farao, there is. Farao, your moment of glory, and congratulate you on the 1st of December. There will be Unicorn Cup World Finals of all those wonderful startups who undergone all our competition and finally are meeting to compete to find out who is the best one in 2022. And you have some time to prepare, but right now, your speech.
Hello again. That was quite unexpected. Thank you, and I will try to do my best for future startup development and to all of the startups. I wish the best. I'm encouraging you to push your ideas forward and never stop. And I will do the same, I promise. Thank you.
Thank you. Great to have you as a winner. All startups, you were so great. Now you have met those wonderful investors you can reach out to. My dear judges, thank you for coming. It was a great event, and we have only one unicorn battle left next Thursday. Please come to see our artificial intelligence. You all love artificial intelligence. I'm astonished by my Siri, who helps me really in my life. And we will see you next Thursday.
One final note.
Yeah.
Everybody, can we wish Kelly a happy birthday?
Oh,
happy
birthday. Thank you so much, Jordan.
Kelly.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you, Kelly. Happy birthday to you.
Wow, Gaio, you're really great.
I was a singer while I was at
Happy
college.
birthday.
Wow.
I wish more world peace and everyone can live a happy and really meaningful life every day. Thank you, guys.
Now Kelly can buy alcohol legal because she's just 21.
Thank you. You make my day.
Cheers, everybody.
See you. Yes. Take care. Please take care. Yeah. Bye bye.
Thanks, Anna. Thank you, Maria. Thank you,
Have a
Alex.
blessed
Thank you,
one.
everyone. Take care. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye bye.